Hello everyone, Loomer here, and today we're doing a different kind of game. It's a game I helped to co-create called Issunboshi's Tale. Now, the reason there's no music playing right now, like no background music or anything, is because unfortunately the music that was used to create this game, unfortunately, it's it's music that's liable to get flagged for copyright. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to share the music. So yeah. So unfortunately, this. So without some background music, unfortunately, this is the best I'm going to have to do for right now. Now, normally there would be music to go with it or anything in the background, but like I said, because this game was created a good deal back, like back. Oh, how long ago has it been since this game was created? Oh, let's see now. It's been about 10, 11 ish years. I did help co-create this game. The creator wasn't able to finish it because all right, and you again in bend. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, when the cat was created, 22 just towards and started asking for collabs like that and all. It's like, yeah, no. Unfortunately, I know that's a bot and they're doing ban evasions. Like, I'm sorry, but no. I'm gonna have to do a hard pass. Anyway, so, but yeah, this game it's been out for a good long while. So let's get started. To the story, to the main screen. Now this game, it tells us the tale of Lily, the infamous folktale of Issunboshi, the fabled folktale of the Inchai samurai. But this story takes it in a different perspective. We see it through his eyes. Well, through his story. And not to mention, we meet an interesting cast as well. So, we shall be seeing that. And I do hope that everyone does enjoy this. Because, honestly, even though I'm the co creator, the creator, unfortunately, they had passed away before they could fully finish this game. They gave me the prototype for it that they had finished, but they weren't able to publicly release the finished product they were working on. So only I have the existing copy of it. So I don't mind streaming and sharing it because I know that this isn't going to get leaked or anywhere. Because the only way for it to get leaked is if someone hacked into this. So let us begin with the story of Issunboshi. Some people spend their lives dreaming of what they want to be someday. I was like that. Here I am, though, wondering more about what I was to begin with, and why just what someone like me exists for, and why. My parents were very elderly, have never been able to foster a child of their own, and nearing the dusk of their lives, they went to a nearby shrine in desperation one day, begging the gods to grant them a child, no matter his size. Obviously, what they meant was that they weren't all that concerned if I was frail or feeble, but the gods have a sense of humor. When they returned home from their prayers, they found me, a baby as tiny as a ladybug. Even upon reaching my full height, it would be generous to call me an inch tall. Therein, therein lay the name they chose for me, Issunboshi, 1 inch boy. A title appropriate for me, but envied by no one else. My aging parents were good to me. As a child, I wanted to help them however I could. I worked hard to try and help them tend the fields, but I was never of much use. No, that's too generous as well. I only got in the way. But no matter how downtrodden I became, they assured me that I could do great things, no matter what my goals were. I could attain them. So I decided that I wanted to prove them right, and chose the most difficult goal I could. I was going to become a samurai, not just a samurai. I was going to become the best at it I ever lived. I know, it's a laughable thought to anyone. How could it be? Who could I face in combat that wouldn't just crush me flat? But I made up my mind. I was a child with a dream, and striving toward it filled me with joy, not hopelessness. My mother gave me a small needle that I worked for days to craft into a makeshift sword, and I started training. Well, training is a term I should use loosely. I had no one to teach me anything, no dojo, no proper equipment. I only had the dream. I spent my days fighting off insects, trying to infest our crops, and slashing apart falling leaves. As my childhood passed, it all started to feel right. I was building combat instincts. At least I hoped I was. There was never a proper samurai around to grade the quality of my abilities, but I even practiced poetry and calligraphy. Everything I knew of Bushido, I strove to master, but life on a small rural farm could only take me so far down that road. Late in my teenage years, I came to a decision. My parents took it better than I expected them to. I would cross the river and travel to the nearest town to find someone or some place that could hone my skills further. To live and train the way a real samurai would. Using a small bowl as a substitute for a boat, I set off. Waving back to my parents, there was no sadness in our eyes. Somehow, we all knew that this was how it was supposed to be. I wanted to think I'd come back to see them someday, but I knew that age made it unlikely. Still, our goodbye was somehow pleasant. The voyage across the river, well, not so much. It was only a river, to be sure, and a person of normal size would certainly not consider it much more than a boat ride of low significance. But for me, that river may as well have been a sea. Its rippling current may as well have been crashing waves. The mist sprayed upon me by the wind may as well have been a typhoon, but I pressed on to the opposing bank. Upon landfall, I found myself at the outskirts of the town of Hinoharu. Most wouldn't consider it all that big of a town, but it was big enough to house nobility, and through my eyes an incredible giant world I'd never seen before. Sorry about that. Yeah, the reason the game stopped right there is because I was looking at a message and what's stuff from RPG Maker VX Ace? When you get off, when you kind of unclick off the game, everything just stops. Aside from the music. And like I said before, the reason there's no music here is because the music that was used when this game was created, it kind of hits all the points for copyright. So, unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. And unfortunately, I don't have anyone to talk with either. Because, yeah. Yeah. Ah, anyway, let me make sure it's back on the game. There we go. In this world of giants, no one knew of my existence, and no one kept their eyes to the ground. Only by the strength of my dream, and perhaps a little luck, did I muster the agility to avoid being crushed by the townspeople. In a mix of excitement and desperation, I called out to every person I encountered, asking if they needed a samurai. Though, though, hmm, though it would be a title I'd never earned, but my youthful exuberance was met only with rejection. Some who saw my size and merely burst out laughing at me. Others thought I may have been some sort of yokai and hurriedly moved away from me. It wasn't until I entered the home of the local magistrate that I found acceptance. Well, in a way, when I asked him for work, he seemed quite perturbed that someone like me would have the gall to seek a samurai lifestyle, when my size clearly wouldn't allow me to do the duties it entails. I insisted, he rejected me. I insisted some more, and he rejected me some more. But I wouldn't take no for an answer. He was impressed by my resolve, and took me in to serve Hino, Hinoharu, but did not make me a samurai. Rather, he assigned me to be the personal companion to a young noblewoman the same age as myself, and also the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. I caught a glimpse of her in her garden on my way to the magistrate. I came to find out that her name was Kyoko, and she was living in Hinoharu while her father was leading a distant war against a rival clan. She had spoken to the magistrate of her loneliness and her inability to make friends in town. Within my first days of being her companion, Kyoko and I developed a bond that few can know. Those days turned into weeks, then into months, then into 2 full years. Our fondness for each other blossomed beyond fondness. I was in love, but deep down, in spite of all the affection she gave me, I couldn't make myself believe that any girl could ever love someone as incredibly tiny as myself. Her distinguished father would never approve of it. Nevertheless, I learned not to let myself chain down my heart. The townspeople began to talk, but Kyoko and I didn't care. Day by day, more and more, we became the most important things in each other's lives. It was about that time when, while out on our daily walk, we were ambushed by a creature typical size, an Oni. I'd always thought these demons of the mountain were nothing more than legends to scare little children. But there it stood, and with no good intentions to bear. I knew from legend that these yokai were said to leave their mountain dwellings from time to time in search of young maidens to capture. I knew it was after Kyoko. A small contingent of samurai fought valiantly, but were ultimately beaten aside like ragdolls by their monstrosity. I leapt from Kyoko's shoulder to stand between her and the Oni, drawing my needle sword from childhood. Funny enough, the beast almost didn't see me, but when it did, I quickly found myself snatched up in its grasp. It was amused. The booming laughter of the Oni was like roaring thunder to my minuscule ears, and then, with a great deal of glee and satisfaction, the gigantic Oni swallowed me whole. It must have thought the situation very humorous, eating a human victim without having to so much as chew. But not chewing was his biggest error. I was not, under any circumstances, going to allow myself to be helpless while the Oni went after Kyoko. Trying to think of how I could buy her some time to escape, I plunged my needle sword into the side of the stomach. I heard a piercing scream that seemed to echo all around me. The stomach muscles tensed up in instinctive agony. Again, I thrust my sword into another wall of the Oni's gut, and again, and again, and again. I didn't stop. In between blood-curdling cries of pain, I could hear the Oni screeching out for me to desist. But if I were to stop, not only would I find myself digested, but Kyoko would be the one becoming the next meal. I couldn't allow that. Suddenly, in the midst of my furious assault of the stomach ensnaring me, I was swept off my feet and found myself being jolted upward. With a loud, agonizing hack, I was speedily ejected from the mouth of the Oni. After regaining my bearings, I looked up to see the huge yokai awkwardly sprinting into the distance, frequently stumbling in pain. But in its haste, it dropped something, a mallet whose handle bore the inscription, Uchaid. The people of Hinoharu had heard of the ancient legends that spoke of the power this relic held. Even Kyoko said she had heard stories about it when she was a child. I would recall its superstition had an Oni not just eaten me. Focusing her will, Kyoko lifted Uchaid's mallet into the air, and in a sudden rush of magical energy, something took place that I never dared to dream could be possible. It changed my world. It changed everything. I was grown to the size of a normal human being. The magistrate who had taken me in years before sent out an official proclamation that I had been granted the title of samurai for my bravery and sense of duty. In this moment of bliss, accomplishing a dream, I made the decision to take a swing at another one. I asked for Kyoko's hand in marriage. I can't tell you how amazing it felt to hear the word yes as a response. It took us the better part of a year to track her father down and gain his blessing. But once we finally had, we rushed back to Hinoharu to start planning the wedding. It would take about 2 weeks to get everything set up. But that day never came. Yeah, and as I said, normally there'd be music for this, but because the music that was used for it would trigger a copyright and would probably hit TOS, yeah. And unfortunately, I don't have anything to go with the background for it, so yeah. You can tell I'm kind of in quite a pickle here. Pickle! Pickle, pickle! Just one moment, folks. I just gotta take a quick swig of water, cause yeah. Anyway, now we continue on. It was only moments after our town scout reported that the farms across the river were burning that Hinoharu found itself burning as well. What brought the Oni to us was anyone's guess, but this time it didn't come alone. Whether driven by the need for revenge or whether it had simply gone mad, I can't say. But there was something in the eyes of this yokai that wasn't there at our first encounter. Something far more sinister. Something evil. From the feet of the Oni poured forth an army of, well, I'm not sure what they were. For a moment, I thought they were some sort of shikigami, tiny paper figures with dark spirits inside them, but their appearance was horrifying. But they and the Oni alike did not come to kidnap anyone. They were bent on destruction and murder. I could feel the air of their malice in my very bones. While the Oni wreaked havoc on the town defenses, I ran to assist. Though tiny in size, whatever these creatures were, they were tenacious. They swarmed townspeople like mad piranhas, engulfing them and ripping at their flesh until death claimed them. It was sadistic beyond explanation. I led the samurai who yet lived and trying to form a bulwark that would prevent them from spreading further into town. But it was a futile effort. They swept through us like water through a net, claiming the lives of many of my comrades. In the midst of the fire and currents, I saw out the Oni. I was counting on the idea that it had come from me, and that if I faced it, it would see no need to continue the maelstrom of destruction. I had little other hope left. I ran through the streets, jumping over the burning timber that blocked my path. Amidst the sea of destruction and brutalized bodies, there was no sign of the foul creature. Then, I thought of Kyoko. Had the Oni come to claim her? With not a sliver of any other thought in my head, I had made a sprint for our home. Sure enough, the door had been smashed inward. The smaller yokai didn't have the raw strength to do so. The Oni was in my home with Kyoko. When I entered, Kyoko and the Oni were just staring at one another. No expressions on their faces, nothing. I didn't understand. Nonetheless, I positioned myself in between them and commanded the Oni to stay away. Neither of them spoke. Neither of them moved. It was only after a minute that the Oni slowly began to frown, as if disgusted by something. I was perplexed, but then I heard a voice behind me. It was Kyoko, but at the same time, it wasn't Kyoko at all. It was as though I recognized the voice, but not the person speaking it. I turned to look at her. Her eyes were aglow. A strange aura radiated around her, just like a yokai. You should have become like us by now. I guess you really are human after all. I'm disappointed, were her words. Her figure began to warp and change. Everything about her fit the description of an obake, a shapeshifter. Kyoko did what no human has the ability to do. With a mere squeeze of her hand and a visible surge of light from her arm, she shattered Uche's mallet into nothing but dust. I felt myself changing. The room was getting bigger. With the destruction of the mallet came the destruction of its enchantment on me. Before I could get over the sheer shock of what was happening, both the Oni and the yokai I once called my fiancée Kyoko began approaching. Each of them tried to crush me beneath their feet. They were laughing. I do not remember how I managed to stay alive, how I was able to maneuver out of the shadow of their souls over and over, but I eventually escaped. I had no time for heartache, no time for self-pity. The destruction of my town and all those I ever cared about was only the beginning of something bigger. I had to warn whoever I could to be prepared. I made for the capital of our region, Hakuto. Back in my natural size, I knew it would be no short trip. But if I could reach it and alert them of the yokai threat, maybe no one else would have to go through what I did. But the yokai must have expected me to. I glanced back at Hinoharu. There was no more screaming. The few buildings still standing were close to collapse from the fire. Everything was obliterated. Everything and everyone. That's when I noticed that a swarm of the tiny Shikigami-like creatures were pursuing me. I could no longer afford the luxury of looking back. I ran. I pointed myself in the direction of Hakuto and just ran. From time to time, some of the creatures would catch up. Sometimes a few, and sometimes not so few. I fought. Over and over. Day and night. I ran and I fought. That's what my life has been for more than 2 weeks now. I have not eaten in 4 days, and I have not slept for longer than that. I have been too tired to keep track. I knew I was getting close to the capital, and I found a secluded little hole here at the edge of the forest leading to Hakuto. Just a moment, folks. Got a Banabot. I just need a moment. I gotta mute my mic for a second, so just one moment. All right, there we go. There we go. Much better. Much better. All right. Now then, we continue. All right. I found a secluded little hole here at the edge of the forest leading to Hakuto, and stopped to rest and meditate. Stopping is something I wanted to do, but my energy was spent. I would not have survived the rest of the way. At least I'd begun to catch my breath. A warm futon would have been nice, but when you're exhausted as I've been, a pile of soggy moss doesn't feel so bad either. Okay. Alright. I will hydrate. Put out the. Woo! Thank you, thank you. Ah. Alright. So, hydrated. We're good. Good, good, good. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh, hurry, hurry, hurry. Must have been drawn to the fire. Fine. Come and get me. Yeah, unfortunately. Plus, the thing is, even if I did have the music going, it would be very, very loud. Like um, yeah, let's just say it hurt someone's eardrums. I'm being nice about that. Yeah, if I could have some other music going, I would. Or if I had or if I had someone with me to talk with and everything, I would. But it's kind of me after all. So I well, RPG Maker, they don't. Okay, so they don't hit you if you use RPG Maker's music. But the thing is, the music that was used was from kind of other series like Final Fantasy, Toho, Pokemon, stuff like that. So it's kind of a mix mash of stuff like that. Oh well, RPG made games you can control their music. It's just find the properties. Anyway, so we got the attack, we got the skills, we got Joso Zaikin, which is a bonus against plant type foes, which is these four right here. We have passive moves, which activate on their own. So if you got a teammate who's like down to, let's say, 10% or less health, instant protection. But we have to be careful with how much skill points we use. Because we have items, we have Aqua Soul, which recovers 150 HP, and Skydew, which gives back 50 skill points. We only have two of them. So yeah, we can't go completely ham with the skills. And we could, but we kind of don't have that much. And then we have our ultimate skill, the Rin Yodan, which we need our limit break to be 100. So, let's start the attack. Oh, come on. How they evade that right away? It's like, what? How did you dodge? See, 100 plus death. It's like, yes, please. Ooh, counterattack. We managed to get the counterattack in. We got it. We got it. We got it. So, there we go. Okay, so we took the damage. So, yeah. Unfortunately, with the HP bar, we don't see how much health we have until after the damage is dealt. Ha! There we go. Counterattack. So when we counterattack, we don't take the damage. So that works out for us. $32 EXP gained, 16 yen found. And yeah, the money we get in this game is yen. There will be more coming. It's dark, but I'll have to keep moving. Alright, so yeah, we definitely gotta use an Aqua Soul to get the HP back up. But we do keep our limit break, so we're close to being able to use our ultimate. A human whose natural height scarcely reaches an inch. He's a samurai with a noble heart, in search of his role in life. Now, you see, the thing is, as you progress in the story, the information here will change. It will change for each, well, basically for the character development that happens. So the more you progress, the more the bio will change. And yes, there's a compendium too. We got the equipment, of course. There's the skills. We can't save because, yeah, we're in right here. You have to look for a spot. So save. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, left shift is the button that we use to be able to run. Thankfully, this little firefly helps us find our way. We want to go north. Alright, so we gotta be careful with how we go, so... But the items you find laying around, you do want to pick up. Like the red mushroom here. Red mushroom. Heals a small amount of HP and SP. You want to get as many of those as you can find. Because these things are going to be your lifesavers. Uh-oh. Ooh, we got him first. So the thing is, we could attack here, but it's a bit risky. Especially the spider, because that thing can poison us. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. And we gotta take out the Spore Sprout, because that thing can give us a lot of status ailments. Haha! So thankfully, they don't do that much damage. It's just, if you're facing multiple enemies, it's gonna be rough. But we do have our limit break now, so we're good. And we hit level 2. So being level 2 gives us a little bit more access to them highest stats to use. Come on, butterfly. What is this? I forgot which way to go. Oh, we're just gonna escape from that, thank you. Come on, you, get up here. You don't rely too much on the Firefly there, because, yeah. It tends to go randomly, so you're gonna be a little bit in the dark for a little bit there. If I remember right, I want to go this way. Right, no. This should be a cave. Oh. Oh, we got him first. We can attack first. That's good. Oh. Well, you know what? We might as well do it. The leaf cutter is going to be the... That thing's a tank. So, let's show off the ultimate attack. Ren, you're done. Sleep well, Pirata. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, this game's well over a decade old. But it's well worth it. Ah, here we go. Here we go. There's a little hole in the ground there. And it looks like this fungus gives off a little bit of light. It's nice not to have to wander in the dark, but I can certainly see some people calling this place eerie. Like Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh! I couldn't help it. I had to. Oh no, we got surprised. Oh, we got the counterattack in. Yeah. Right, we got the counterattack in, so we might as well. Oh, nice. How did you evade that? Hey, ya! Oh. Yeah, we're gonna escape from that, because, yeah. Alright. We'll have to use an Aqua Soul, because this game was made by RPG Maker VX Ace. The co-creator, my my friend the creator of this made it all by scratch, by hand. This game was made from literally from the ground up. So like, the only way that anyone could get it is if I send it to them. I didn't come all this way just to have my path blocked by a couple of pebbles. Guess time for a little heavy lifting. Many environment objects in the game can be picked up. To pick up an object, press the action button while facing it. You may then carry it to wherever you like. When you're ready to drop the item, press the Q button to throw it. Warning, do not leave a map while carrying an object. This can lead to glitches. Make sure to throw or drop any object you're carrying with Q before going from one screen to another. Yoink! Yoink! Yeah, the thing is, this game was almost completed, but yeah, we couldn't get away. We couldn't run. Ooh, counterattack. That works. You know what? We got the counterattack in. We might as well go for it. But yeah, unfortunately, the game was never fully finished because, unfortunately, my friend's health was not all the best, and they unfortunately passed away. So they yeah, the game was unfortunately unable to be finished. So I figured I also should stream this to show off the hard work that they'd done, which took a lot of time and effort. It's an honor of their hard work as well. They made a lot of great games from scratch, from the ground up. So showing off one of the greatest hits is the least I can do. Lovely. Ooh, Toga Genken was learned. Ooh, new skill. A single forceful slash. Bonus versus insect type foes. There we go. Uh oh. We got rushed. We got bum rushed. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Cappy. Ooh, mushroom. I'm more a mushroom man than Mario is. Haha, you missed. Yeah, sometimes they drop items, sometimes they don't. It's hard to decide, hard to find out at times. So yeah, yeet. Aqua Soul, Power Serum. Ooh, so when you find the serums, like Power Serum, it boosts attack and defense. There's three different serums: one for attack and defense, one for magic attack and magic defense, and one for speed and evasion. So all in all, getting that will help out a lot. Ooh, we got the first attack in. Nice. As you can see, the more levels we gain, the less damage the enemy's doing. To see what's doing the single digits now. Ooh, rosemary, rosebud, cures blindness and cures paralysis. Ah, here we go. All right. So some of these you have to look very carefully at. It's like right here is the safe spot. So we'll save in file 1. Oh, we got surprise hacked. You know, that kind of worked out after we saved, because that way if something happens, like, yeah, we got a backup just in case. Ooh, green mushroom. Ooh. Add 50 points to the user's limit break gauge. Now that's something you want to have right there. Okay, which way do we want to go? Ah, this way. Ah! Alright, come here, you. But yeah, this game was near its completion. Like, if my friend's health was just a little bit better, they could have completed. They could have finished it because they they really wanted to finish it as their greatest work. We kept telling them to keep an eye on their health, not to push themselves too much, but they insisted. So I'm gonna show it off. An underground lake. And here I was thinking I'd get through this without ending up soaked. Some areas in the game will allow you to swim through bodies of water. To do so, press the W key bleh, at the water's edge to jump in or out. Just remember, W as in water. As in water, you doing? Oh, we got surprise attacked again. That's not good. So it's like these things have it in for me. Oh, big number. That was a big counterattack. Okay, so ooh, yes. Alright, so using the red mushrooms we got from the battles is something we wanted to do. Life ampule. Ooh, that revives a party member. You want to keep that. Meh. Whew. Oh, that knocked their agility down. They call me the Spider Slayer. Because I knock them dead. Ha, you missed. But I didn't. Ooh, got an Aqua Soul. Another fungus that generates its own light. Amazing. You didn't see things like this back on the farm. The thing is, I did want to do a special project for this of having this whole. Okay, so what I wanted to do is a project I was doing before was getting getting voice lines for this. Have it be a voice out story. Get it flushed out and everything. The thing is, I did have it started at first, but the problem is, I was paying out of my own pocket, and I couldn't run out of funds. And yeah, I did have two people helping at the time, but they had other projects to do and everything. Plus, I kind of ran out of money, and people did suggest doing Patreon, but at the same time, I was like, no, I can't do Patreon because one, I'm a one man team that's doing everything, and I would be failing miserably at trying to keep things updated. On two, uh, so much time and energy would be going into it that I'd end up forgetting about Patreon entirely, and I'd feel like yeah, yeah. Plus, my editing skills are not that good. Like, I got the basics down. It's just, yeah. Ooh. Ah, Astragalus. Cures poison. It's just, me trying to get a lot of this done by myself. It's, no bueno. I need a team to actually get it done. And not that many people like to work with me or want to work with me. Like, I have to put that in the back burner for now. Ah, you missed. That one didn't. Pain and hurt. Woo! Level 4. I can probably make a quick hop across that rock this time around, rather than diving right in again. If rocks, platforms, or other surfaces are present in otherwise impassable terrain, you can often use them as stepping stones to cross it, as long as they're close enough to solid ground for you to make the jump. Haha, we made it, we made it. Oh, hold on. I wanted to get back. Leave me alone. You dodged my counterattack. Alright, I can't get up there because of that. Alright. No, I should be able to get up there. There's a way to get up there. Ah, yes. There we go. Whoa. A hot spring way down here? I don't have a lot of time to waste, but this is just too close to pass up. HP and SP restored. Jackpot! And we literally jump out the water and get attacked. What the heck? I literally get healed and I get mugged. Why must you do this to me? Why do you keep surprising me? Leave me alone. Yeah. Alright. Hoogaraka nuts. I guess I'm not going to die of starvation after all. In addition to items you can pick up and move like the rocks from earlier, some objects can be broken open when thrown. Much like before, use the action button to pick up the Hoogaraka nuts and Q to throw. Yoink. Yeet. We got a nut. Leave me alone, weed. You ain't getting my nut. Yeet. The leaf wanted my nut. You ain't getting my nut. It's my nut. Recovers 125 HP, boosts agility, and slightly boosts your limit break gauge. You ain't getting my nut. Alright, we're almost there. What? Oh, there we are. We got a green mushroom. The green shroom. We got a save point here. Oh, we can definitely beat these things up. Because these things can drop the mushrooms. And we want them to drop the shrooms. Beat them up for the shrooms. Oh. I put us to sleep. Oh, no, we're awake. Drop the shrooms. I didn't drop the shrooms. Eh. Eh. Red mushroom. Red mushroom. Back in the water we go. Weed. Ha! Smacky smack. Yeah. Yeet. Aha! 4-leaf clover. See, there's gonna be some hidden items here which you want to get before progressing through any of the maps. You want to make sure to explore everything, because getting the 4-leaf clover boosts our luck considerably by a lot. With a considerable amount of luck increase, oh, that'll help out a lot, because luck can help with drops, surprise attacks, and everything in between. So yeah, never underestimate the luck. This also helps increase the evades as well. Especially when you want to escape. Uh, right, this way. Yeah, we're still in loot. We're getting lucky with the loot. Alright, so, yeah, it's pretty much a one-shot here. Just straight shot, and we get to the next area. Wrong button. Yeah, we wouldn't be hitting the next level for a little while anyway, so here we go. Ah! Stopped right at the door. Right at the door. Or just because. Just because. See, they're barely doing single digits. Plus, with luck increase, it increases a chance to do counterattacks too. Ooh, an Aqualoose. That recovers 125 HP to all party members. Alright, we'll use an Aqua Soul here. We still can't save, but we can go forward. Alright, here we go. Come out. I know you're there. I won't be ambushed by the likes of you. Face me or leave. Flare appeared. Ripper appeared. You guys really need to learn when to quit. Let's get you out of the way. Now to take care of the Ripper. Rip the Ripper with a Rin Yodan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, a crit. Ow. Okay, that hurt. I didn't think it was going to hit me with a crit. Oh, hey, look, we got him. Using the ultimate and then the skill. That was pretty much all we needed for him. The electricity serum was found. How many more is it going to take? I'm too tired, too exhausted. If I could just rest a bit, just get some sleep. Just a little won't hurt anything. Just a little sleep. And he falls asleep. Issunboshi's down. He's asleep, and we got someone with us now. Surprise! Whoa, what the? And it's a fresh. And we got a friend with us now. Alright. Ah. 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 Sorry, that was actually really on. Sorry. What's all this noise about? Who are you? What were you doing? Women of yokai are you? Well, good morning to you too, Mr. Sourpuss. Answer me. No, with that kind of attitude, Buster. Jeez, would you just calm down? Besides, I don't even know what a yokai is. Stop being such an angry poop and take a hand off that silly little sword of yours. Do I look that intimidating? What is with this girl? Alright then, but can you at least explain to me how you deemed it appropriate to cuddle up alongside a total stranger while they were sleeping without their consent? Seriously! I said calm down. You're getting all angry and I didn't even do anything bad. Sheesh. You cuddled with a stranger in their sleep. How? What do you think their reaction would be? Okay, then will you please, yes, I'm saying please, enlighten me as to why I awoke to find some winged blonde girl latched to my torso. An answer would be grand. There we go. That's more like it. Uh, insert brain aneurysm here. It's like, this is now what I need literally the second I wake up. It's like, oh my god, what the hell? It's pretty simple, really. It was cold out last night. I was looking for a place to sleep, but I couldn't find anywhere warm. Eventually, I stumbled upon you, sleeping like a rock. So I decided to use your body heat as a source of warmth. And of course, doing so meant having to to cling pretty close to you. If it was gonna work, it's not like it hurt you. Huh? Is that normal for you? What part of this is normal? You had no idea who I was. Why did I turn out to be some sort of serial killer? You can't go around doing such things. Aw, you worried about me. That's so sweet. But don't sit here and act as if I can't take care of myself. You don't know me either. You know? I make perfectly sound decisions. I have no regrets about picking you as a pillow. I'm sorry, but the choice of lines for this is like, I'm pretty sure we can see certain someone, whoever you can imagine, saying those exact same lines with the most chill, the most smug expressions on their faces. It's like, who will be my pillow today? If you were that determined to do so, you could at least woke me up and asked whether or not I was willing to be a pillow. Seems like common courtesy to me. Do you think I'm rude or something? I tried. I stood here prodding you in the face with my foot for a good 2 minutes. You wouldn't budge. Not my fault that you didn't respond. Well, I had a long day. Let's just leave it at that. Alright, we will. And I've gotta be on my way. Thanks for being such a good pillow. You officially get the Elise's favorite pillow of the month award. Feel proud. Ta! Wait, she's heading to the forest? She's going toward Hinoharu? It's overrun with insane yokai, and who knows how many of those things were still on my trail. She'd be walking into a death trap. Hey, hold up for a second. Yeah, what is it? Don't misunderstand. Just because I spent the night clinging to you doesn't mean we suddenly dating or anything like that. I really gotta get going. You said your name was Elise, right? Nice to meet you, Elise-san. I'm Issunboshi. I assure you, I have no wild ideas about us dating. But can I ask you, why you're heading in this direction? Actually, it's just Elise. I don't know where you got the sand part from, or whatever it's supposed to mean. And I guess I'm heading this direction because, well, you see... Okay, fine, I'm lost. I have no bloody idea where the heck I am. I'm just trying to find my way home. This direction seemed as good as any other to try. Lost? Well, where are you from? Nowhere you'd recognize. Really. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll get there. Eventually. I hope. Elise, how about this? If you can just promise me that you won't head this direction, I'll go with you and help you get home. Wherever that may be. I'm pretty good with directions. Why? What's this direction? Death. That's the direction I came from. Hordes of Ryokai, all of them, with some sort of bloodlust like I've never seen before. If you go that direction, you won't survive. I still don't know what a yokai is, but from the way you described them and how you acted when you woke up and thought I was one, I get the impression they're not so nice. In the case of the ones in this direction, not so nice would be a major understatement. Come on, let's try looking for your home in another direction. I've got to deliver a very important message to the city of Hakuto, but after that, I'll help you go wherever you like. Hakuto? It's the capital of this region. You're really not from around here, are you? It's a pretty big place, from what I know. We might even find someone who knows about your home. You said your name was Issunboshi? Issunboshi, actually, but you were close. Bah, too many syllables. I'm just gonna go with Ishan instead. Is it gonna be like you? Is this gonna be like using me as a pillow where I don't get a say in the matter? Yep, pretty much. Alright, I'll trust you. Let's go to this Hukata place, Ishan. If it really is big, maybe we can find some maps. That would help out big time. Hokuto, actually. But you're right. They're bound to have some maps. Even if they don't, we'll figure something out. I promise. But, before we go... Well, I can't think of any way to ask this that doesn't sound rude, so I'll just ask it. You've got horns and, wings. What exactly are you? What, you never met a pixie before? What's a pixie exactly? Looks like you know about as much as pixies as I do about these yokai of yours. What about you? You practically look human. Look human? I am human. Right, of course you are. But really, what are you? No need to keep secrets. I'm not. I really am human. Ah, have it your way. I mean, obviously, if you were human, you'd be a lot bigger than this. But if calling you human makes you happy, I'll call you human, okay? Look, it's a long story, alright? I like long stories. Now let's head for a Hotaku. I'm itching to get unlost. Hakuto! At least join the party. Alright, so... We have our first party member and our first friend. Meet Elise the Pixie. A pixie of English origin, an avid treasure hunter. She makes use of magic and thief skills. She's immune to thunder and weak to wind. Yes, she's a pixie, but she's also a thief. She has the steal a skill, which means she can steal from the enemy. Treasure hunter, which slightly boosts the rate of which enemies drops items, which is the passive. Detoxa removes poison, paralysis, and stun, as well as the attack and defense debuffs. Voltits, which shocks an enemy with a bolt of lightning. And Medice recovers minor HP to an ally. So yes, Elise is pretty much... I guess you could say she's the rogue of the team. I mean... She can do a lot of stealing. And help find treasure. So, yeah. Alright, so... Let's, well, we can't grab that, so we're gonna go over here. We'll save. Now, before we do continue onward, I'm gonna be right back, folks, because I need to use the restroom, because, yeah, so I'll be right back. Let me switch over to the BRB screen. There we go. Be right back, folks. And I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. I had to talk with a family member about something. Anyway, so as you can tell, we have right now, money wise, we have 379 yen. Yee! Alright, now we shall continue onward. Now, as you can tell, once we get out of that little bit of forest, everything gets much larger. It's like, you can see just how much the scale of difference there is. Like, you can actually feel, you can actually notice the difference. Like, oh my goodness. This is, oh, the sprite size. They should not be that, that's how, that's how small the characters are going to be in the overworld. It's like, yo. So this is so this is the view from the inch high samurai. The entrance to Hakuto should be just northeast of here. If anything crosses the path, I'll take care of it, okay? As if I'm going to let you have all the fun. You aren't the only one who knows how to fight. Just don't do anything reckless, okay? Now, the thing is, if we go straight north up here, we can find the road that leads right to it. See, if we follow that road right there, it'll take us right to the town. But we're not going to be doing that right away. No, no, no. Shocker. Oh, right, hold on. Steel. Ooh, Aqua Soul. We stole your health item. So first we're going to explore a little bit here. Because there's some stuff you can do before you head into town. Oh! Oh my. Gimme. Oh, I missed. Okay, there's stuff you can... There's stuff you can hit before you go to the first town. You got any stuff? Ah, couldn't steal your stuff. Yet. Ha! Counterattack! Ow! Stun. That hurts. I couldn't take it. Okay, yeah, we gotta heal. So we're gonna do that. Ah! Fell 3 times, so definitely not trying that. But we'll still from you. Oh, stinger tip. There we go. Hey, you got any stuff? Ah, I couldn't steal. We can still try it again. Give me your stuff. Oh, an emerald sword. That's good. That's a lot of EXP. So that recovers 500 HP right there. Nice fight in the Minecraft with the Emerald Sword. But even if you try to use the run button on this, you're still gonna be looking like you're walking, because at the tiny small size, your run is basically your walk, and your walk is your walk. You're gonna go far, kid. We get a little pixie thief. Counterattack, I win. Gimme. Gimme your stuff. Gimme your stuff. Uchamo Mile and Ginkgo was found. Issunboshi is level 5. Alright, so cures confusion and cures sleep. We'll definitely need that. Hey, we got a red mushroom too. So getting those mushrooms is definitely going to help out. Let's see. I know there's something. Aha, here we go. Here we go. You run around, I run around. We all do run around. Nothing in here. You can tell I'm trying to remember all the secrets here, because it's been a very long time since I may or may not have played this. Okay, so nothing over there, so we're good. Thankfully, some of those places were scripted to where you can't get to them by accident if it's too far ahead. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about actually hitting the high-low enemies too early. So you're good. You can explore, you just don't have to worry about getting overwhelmed. Give me your stuff. I want your stuff. Yeah, this game is pretty big. Throw a weapon. Woo! We can yeet a weapon. Throw a weapon. Throws your weapon like a boomerang at the enemy. Yes, please. Oh, we do need to heal, though. So you can explore and fight the enemies to reach a certain level if you want to. But I won't advise much to it, because, your items are very limited, because, yeah. Especially if you try to do as much stealing as you can. Yeah. Your skills would run low really quick. And once that happens, you're kind of out of luck. You don't want to be like that. There's the Emerald Soul. Yeah, with that, you want to keep trying till you actually get it, because you do need to get that soul. Soul item. Give me that soul item. Ah, we tried. Oh, we got an Aqua Soul at least. Let's see now. Oh, we got a first move. Nice. Yoink. 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 I said, give me that item. Mine, 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 mine. There we go. Nailed it. Stealing everything that you can. Because honestly, you kind of want to, because you can even steal from some of the bosses. And if you're able to steal from the bosses before you defeat them, you can get such good items. It's like, if you want to keep Elsie and Elise in your party, then it'd be a good idea, because with her being able to steal and getting some good items taken from the foes, oh, let's you know, you can't do any saving out here, so you have to be careful. Yeah, we're gonna book it, because we don't want to keep fighting all these ones. Yeah, and you can't go up there. There should be an area around here that you can get to. Now, yes, there is an item you can get that basically does repel of the enemies, but you're not going to be getting that for a good while. Or at least not until you get to not until you get to town. So that is something to look forward to. Oh, dang. Insta-death. That bug rolled up and was like, I'm a smack you. It was like, no, I just stabbed you in the face. It was like, nope. Actually, I think it's the next spot over. Yep, there we go. Wrong button. Almost hit the wrong button. Yeah, and I still wish I could share the music with you here, but like I said, because of a lot of it being used in from different other series and have to avoid the copyright and stuff. Yeah, yeah. You see how much fun that's going to be if I let loose the music of war. Let loose the music of war. Ooh, got it. And we, oops, nope, nope. Go back, go back, go back. We have to go back. There. use a mushroom there. I was walking into a wall. Unlike Piccolo, I know how to dodge. Oh, hey, look at that. Counterattack for the win. Aha, there you go. Found the hidey hole. Oh, wow. Welcome to the well-renowned Stump Inn. Just a meager 40 yen for one night. Would you like to stay? Yes, it's a talking ant. Or roach. Whichever one. But hey, because of that, we got all our health back. And we can save too. Huzzah! Plus, talking bug. It's bugging. I asked for that! I think there's something down here. Oh yeah, there's something down here. Nope. We don't have the item for it. Okay. Oh, we got surprised. Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Coley man, get out of here! We can't go to the right because that leads to another area. We keep getting surprise attacked. We're gonna have to go back to heal. Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, we got mugged. I'm the one who's supposed to do the mugging. You're just bugging. Back to the stump inn we go. Jeez, we got so stumped we don't know what to do. Yes, I'm gonna be making jokes. Alright, but yeah, going north is the direction we want to go to. But just to make sure that I'm not missing anything, I'm going to go back to the other area before going forward because my friend liked to make little surprises. As in small side quests that you could get at the start of the game too. It's just you have to walk through all the waves of enemies. I mean, it's totally worth it. But okay, yeah, there wasn't anything back there, so we can head right to town. Right to town. And you. What the? Hey, stop where you are. Only humans are allowed beyond this point. The commander no longer has patience for yokai scum like you. Get lost. Not sure where your commander thinks a pair of travelers less than an inch in height are gonna do that's so awful, but have it your way. Well, looks like we gotta improvise. Where there's a will, there's a way. Eh? Halt! I don't know who or what you beings are, but it certainly isn't human. Leave now or I'll alert the commander. Psh! If you're this worried about a pixie and whatever Ishan is, I'd hate to see how badly you'd wet yourself when something big and scary comes along. What exactly are you two supposed to be? Get lost. You aren't getting into Hakuto. I come from Hinoharu with a message of urgent importance. I must speak with your master immediately. Our commander would crush you on the floor before you could utter a first word. She no longer trusts yokai of any kind. Has ordered us not to either. And although you're tiny, that's clearly what you two are. I'm getting tired of yokai this, yokai that. I'm a pixie, get it? Pixie. Whatever whatever particular variety of yokai you are isn't important to us. Leave now or we have orders to eject you by force. This can't wait. What has happened to make your commander so hostile? Have yokai been up to no good here too? Can you at least deliver a message to... This conversation is over. Be gone. We aren't wanting you again. Fine. Put a bunch of ugly armor on poop and tell him if that has authority doesn't mean it still doesn't poop. Go to hell. Ugh. Hey, you two trying to get into town? Eh? Ishan, who's that? I'm not sure. Follow me. I can get you inside. Over here. Just... Okay. Ah, looks like we've got a way in after all. We have no idea who that was. It could be a trap. Thank you, Mr. Optimism, for that little tidbit. Come on, at least look into it, okay? If it's a trap, I'll thrash whatever it has in store for us. That better? We'll thrash it. Much better. Yeah, this just randomly blow a small hole in the wall. Oh. This works. We made it inside at least. Can we start beating stuff up yet? You got any stuff? Oh, wow. You're really cute up close. I mean, we're talking drop dead sexy. Pardon? What are you babbling about? Who the heck are you anyway? You must be his girlfriend. I'm sorry, I call like I see it. Girlfriend? Wait, it's not like that. We only met just this morning. Ah, I see. Then there's no problem with me being so very aroused. I mean, aroused I am indeed. I can just feel my hormones firing one after another. Ah, this is too much. Oh, yep, now I know who this is. Oh, wow. And, yes, folks, you're hearing that right. This is one very horny character. And, yeah, yeah, this is a very, very horny character. Ah, believe it or not, it's a fan favorite too. Yeah, too much information. Stop oogling me like that. Sorry. It must be the combination of your own natural pheromones, steady physique, and the noble way you carry yourself. Biologically, I can't help but be aroused, but I'll try to hold back my commentary. I'm afraid the bonk stick wouldn't work against this character. The bonk would just melt. You have the impulse of a complete and total pervert, but talk like some kind of scientist. I am a scientist, among other things. Thanks for showing us this route into the city. But if it's okay with you, whoever you are, we're going to be continuing on now. Oh, no trouble at all. Just do one thing for me in return, alright? After all, you owe me. Received sealed note. I don't know why you want to go get into Hakuto, and I won't ask. But when we finish up with whatever it is, could you deliver this to an associate of mine? Name's Rika. You should be at the inn on the west side of town. Why not just take it yourself? Some things have come up that I need to look into. I can't say much beyond that. Zurika and myself have been investigating something, and I can't really go into detail. I'm not delivering this to anyone if you won't tell us anything. Look, you obviously saw that this city isn't particularly hospitable to yokai like us, right? I'm human. Alright, if you say so. Either way, there's reason for it. Have you guys noticed any yokai acting strangely recently? We think there's a reason behind it. We're working on a solution. Huh? Are you saying you know something about... Oh gosh. It'll be getting late soon. I have to be going. Oh yeah. Considering the city's so welcoming to yokai, Zuka probably won't be out in the open. I'm sure he'll be hiding somewhere near the end, though. Don't be getting yourself squished. You wouldn't be as cute as flattened. Hey, just hold on a minute, would you? Strange that they're trusting us with this note, but didn't seem interested in telling us what it's about or showing us who they were. Do you think there's money inside? I say we open it. First thing that comes to the mind. No, whoever that was, they were right about us owing them for showing us how to get past the guards. We'll try and deliver this after I speak with the leader of the Hokuto Samurai. Ah, fine. It smells like cucumbers anyway. And this is really setting back my plan of finding a way home, you know. Alright. So, we met one very, very horny scientist character. Which we will be seeing later among the game. Because, yeah. Horny scientist characters. They do leave an impact. I should have healed first before I saved. So we're going to save again. But anyway. As much as I do want to continue this, because it is such a fun game, we're going to stop here for now, because unfortunately... Hey, just hold on a second. Just 1 second. Because unfortunately, I'm going to need to get as much rest as I can, because I have to do a 8.5-hour shift tomorrow. Because I gotta work from 11:30 to 8 o'clock in the evening. So I'm gonna be dead on my feet. Ugh. And we do not have anyone to rate out to at the moment. So, we're going to call it here. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all had fun. If you enjoyed it, you're more than welcome to hit the follow and subscribe button if you like. All to you. And I shall see you all next time in the next stream. This is Luminar, and I'm heading out. See you all later. Bye. When he scientists, they cometh as they goeth. Laters.